What's up, captains? Captain Wooba back with another great paper airplane. This one is called the Stingray. It's got that long tail boom that makes it look like a stingray. Well, I've seen a number of other people cover this paper airplane before, but I've never seen anybody else produce a pattern of it. You can find this paper airplane pattern and the world's largest selection of paper airplane patterns at hobbycaptain.com. If you're having any trouble folding this one, get that pattern and hammer it out. Also, if you want this paper airplane in a long haul glider version, I've got that too. I'm calling that the Seahawk, but that will be a different video. Come back and let me show you how to fold this thing. This paper airplane has a total of 20 steps. That's more than any other paper airplane currently found on hobbycaptain.com. That alone will make this paper airplane reasonably difficult, but I think once you get going on this paper airplane, it's not too bad. Now, if you are having trouble on this, I would recommend that you go to the Getting Started page and follow along with the instructions you'll find there. Okay, so to quick step us through what we're going to do before we do it here. We'll cut away the tail. We'll set that aside, and then we'll move on to steps 2, 3, and 4, where we'll fold a temporary nose of the airplane. Step 5, then we'll reinforce that nose, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 will all be used to form the true final nose of this paper airplane. And I know it looks fairly complicated in here, but once you see it, I don't think it's that bad. Okay, 11 will fold the paper airplane in half. 12, we will fold our wings. 13 will fold some vertical stabilizers. 14 will cut away a little bit and fold up some some elevators rather. And then we'll come back to our tail and we'll go and form our tail with steps 16 through 20. I guess 15 through 20. Okay, step 1. Cut away the tail. Now, I'm going to cut right here. Now, if you want to make your tail longer, you can cut further back, but I found that this tail length flew pretty well. Okay, so that will be the tail. I'm going to set it aside for now, and I'm going to bring back the paper airplane body. All right, so now we're on step 2. So we have 2 sides of step 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the blank side. I'm going to pull this back until I find that line and just fold nicely along the crease line of line 2. So this being a crease, will fold along the line and then unfold it. And as you remember, we have 2 sides to do, so we'll do the opposite side as well. Sometimes I struggle with this because I'm sitting to the side of the plane instead of straight on it where I'd normally be sitting. And that's so that the camera can have the better view than I do. So hopefully you guys have got an okay view of this. All right, step 3, and this is going to be a reverse crease, but to make this one, I'm going to go ahead and fold it as a crease first. And then I will fold it as a reverse crease. So what I mean by that is the crease, the line will be on the outside of the fold. So there's lines on the outside, and then I'm going to switch that around and put the line on the inside of the fold, and that makes it the reverse. All right, step 4. Now step 4, several things all kind of have to happen at the same time here, but it's pretty simple. We'll just kind of push these 2 sides in together. Fold down here, fold up here, We've got step 4. Reinforce our fold there a bit. So there's what it looks like from this side, and here's what it looks like from this side. Now on to step 5. I'm going to fold these up, and these will be reverse folds, so that line is hidden inside that fold. And just line up line up the two edges here so that it's all nice and even. Same thing on the other side. And now we're on to steps 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So step 6 and 7 are on the inside of these, shown on the inside of these flaps. So we'll start with 6 here. We'll just fold right along there. There's one side of 6. And the other side of 6. Okay, and those are creases, so we fold them, then unfold them. Now 7 is almost exactly like 6, it's just the other side of it, meaning it's starting at the nose and working down. So there's 7. And the other side of 7. Okay, so we'll unfold that and we'll find 8. And 8 is on this side. And as you notice, the line of 8 right here matches up really well with that with the point of this flap. And so what we're trying to do is fold right there where that point's made. And this is a reverse crease, but we're going to go ahead and, just like the other reverse crease, we're going to fold it as a crease to make the reverse easier. It's folded this way, but it really needs to go this way, so now we'll fold it back the other way. There we go, not too bad. Not perfect either, but that's okay. All right, now on to step 9. And so step 9, you'll see it has its own step and then it finishes 6 and 7. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to take 9, I'm going to pinch it right along there. And if I've got 6 and 7 formed well, it all just kind of pushes down and puckers up right about there, and we'll do the same on the other side. So push that in. And now we've got our nose almost formed. So finally we'll be back to 10. And there's our nose. Okay. I hope that wasn't too bad. On to 11. So 11, we'll just fold the paper airplane in half. Make sure our wings are nice and symmetric. Give that a press like always. 12, we'll fold our wings. Now this line runs right up here and into just barely into the meat of that nose. And so it's kind of thick and hard to get started right there. So I'm going to start it in the nose and then try to fold it back on itself. So, okay, and same thing on the other side. So get it that hard bit of nose folding first, and the rest should follow fairly easily. And try to make these two sides symmetric. That nose is fighting me a bit there. Okay, so there is 12. 13, we'll get us some vertical stabilizers going here. 14. I'm just going to make 4 cuts here. And then I'm going to fold my elevators. So there is the body of the airplane finished. And now let's move on to the tail. I'm going to set that aside for the moment. Bring over the tail. Now step 15, we've got 4 cuts around the tail here. So I've got a cut there. Same on the other side. At 16, we'll fold this in half. (17) and 18 will fold the edges in. Okay, and then 19, fold this side, kind of unfold that a little bit too, and this side. Okay, now I'm going to try to roll it a little bit, try to give it a little bit of structure here. And then I'm going to take a piece of tape. Actually, I'm going to take 2 pieces of tape. I'm going to place my tape on here to help just kind of reinforce the structure of this. Keep it nice and held together. All right. Last bit of this, we're just going to tape the tail to the body. We get kind of a long piece of tape here. Take that right across the tail, onto the body. That piece of tape was probably too long. Well, there you go. The Stingray. Now, if you play with the tail, it will fly very differently. You get a lot of push and drive off with that tail. Play with it. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy it and have a good time. Please leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you next time.